Good evening and welcome to the first session of Inauguration and Induction program of our three programs. Postgraduate Diploma in Educational Management, Postgraduate Diploma in Research Methodology, and Postgraduate Diploma in Soft Skills. Three programs parallelly it is going to run. We have decided the timings are very simple, evening 7 to 9 for our programs. Thursday, Soft Skill, Friday, Research Methodology, and Saturday, 7 to 9 it will be the Educational Management. So let us begin, let us start. So what we'll do a small activity. Let me introduce ourselves. The first, the company. Secondly, then after that, you have to introduce yourself also so that people will understand each other. And after that, the learning will start. We have three people who is going to present them their presentations. Actually, four people are there. Dr. Sujata Bolake, Dr. Radha Vyas, Dr. Rinkesh Cheda, and Radhika Madan. These four people, they are going to present themselves. Prior to that, let me introduce my few fellow colleagues and members of our Executive Council. Welcome, Dr. Raghuraman. Welcome, sir.
Namaskar, sir. Namaskar, sir. Thank you.
Then we have Jaikar Sayaraj. Jaikar, sir, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Only one good news for you that there were two persons who are there from Kuwait or Middle East. So you can interact with them. They will join shortly. Then welcome Jyota Bolaka ma'am.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Welcome ma'am. Then we have Radhika madam, Madan madam. Welcome.
Good evening, sir.
Then we have Dr. Priya Trivedi.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir.
So let us start. Let me allow to share my screen. Then we have Radha Vyas ma'am. Welcome ma'am. Hope my screen is visible to all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Best Leaders Internationality bestowed on education and training at best professionally managed educational organization. About our organization, it's a Bestow Utrecht is a registered trademark of Bestow Utrecht International LLP, a recognized NGO with Niti Aayog, MSME, NSDC. We have partnership with two universities in India, D.Y. Patil University and Dresden University, Germany, for admission and counseling. It's a ISO 9001 2015 certified organization. Moreover, we are a member of various international bodies like UN Academic Impact, Global Universities in Distance Education Guide, and many more. We have academic collaboration and understanding with UGC recognized institutes like Government PG College Dehradun, SNG Institute Pune, then Sinhagad Institute Pune, then Krupanidhi group of institutes, and many more. Dear colleagues, we are having 8 different wings, so we call it association. The first association is IACT, International Association of Educators and Corporate Trainers, dedicated for those who are just, I think, a request participant to mute. Then first one is the International Association of Educators and Corporate Trainers. Then we have International Association of Distance and Online Education, International Association of Business Researcher, Economists and Statistician, International Association of Commerce and Management, then Environmentalist and Eco-Socialist, then Scientists and Technocrats, and the one which is required by all is the Association of IQAC Professionals, where QA and QMS people join together and work for the quality management system. We have professional certification program. One is a accredited teacher trainer, certified corporate trainer, and accredited management expert. The beauty of this program that there are many players in the market. Generally, they get a one batch or two batch. Our first batch, which last year passed out, got 100 plus registration. That is the beauty of the program. It's a short duration program, certification program for those who want to build career in this respective field. We conduct various types of MDPs and short-term FDPs also in emotional intelligence, critical thinking and design thinking, creativity, innovation, empathy, business values, then collaborations, academic, industry, and university. Come back, the major one. We have diploma in education management, diploma in soft skill, diploma in research methodology. Once again, I'll tell the dates. We are going to start from today itself. Today is the first day, and welcome. I'm very happy to see all the participants, those who have confirmed their admissions, and my dear and respected resource persons. We conduct various awards and recognition ceremonies across the year to applaud those who have really done a great job in the field of education and allied subjects. Publication is the another vertical. So this is all about the organization. Let us work together. Now it's your turn. I think it's a turn of my fellow colleagues who are going to brief about the program. And the first one is Dr. Sujata Bolake, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Yeah. A very good evening to all of you. Thank you so much, sir, and welcome all of you across the borders. And it gives me an immense pleasure and honor to be sharing this particular platform and discussing with you on the very first day. There has to be a lot of energy. The same tempo have to be there, right, from the day one to the last day, right? I would be one of the trainer for you, and I would be just sharing my screen and giving you a little brief about the post-graduation diploma in education management. I hope the screen is visible. Yeah. So I'll be just quickly taking you or giving you a little brief about how this particular program is, what are the benefits, a couple of objectives, and certain outcomes which we are looking out forward, right? So my screen is visible.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, thank you. So as sir has already given a brief about BITSO, I would just take you a little forward from there about the particular program, that is the post-graduation diploma in education management. Now, this is purely a capacity building program, what we are looking forward. It works in education institute as a manager or advanced professionals. We are looking for something in terms of growing demand. I mean, we have seen, a lot of demand which was growing in the market for the qualified administrator, which was missing, and that particular skill set was supposed to be upskilled. So that has given us an edge to pick up this particular program. So the gap which we have analyzed was there was no proper structured approach to enter into education after MBA, PG, UG. So this is purely an entry level set up a diploma certification which would be taking you forward and help you in exploring your career or domain in terms of corporate. So new horizons would be open after this particular certification. So it's high fee structure. There would be so many the institutes which are giving this particular similar kind of a program, but of course the fee structure is very, very high. The norms are little stringent. Interaction between the industry and institutes, it's not really right. So usually we call it as a bridge between campus to corporate, which is missing, right? The objective of this particular program is to facilitate an easy understanding of education administration, management, and leadership. So it is not just administration as you are just doing a management course. It has to have management. So when we say management word, it is not management, it's manage men with technology. So that is the that is the I would not say definition, but that's how the management word has been divided in, no? So explaining the concept of statutory compliances, developing skill related to total quality management. These days after pandemic, we just cannot afford to just operate what we were operating before 2018. The entire things are changed and we call it as a new normal. So we have to opt for it. So contributing to the management of individual performance and effectiveness of the organization. Moving to the outcome. So understand one thing, students. I mean, don't feel bad if I call you students, because that's how the habit moves. So ladies and gentlemen, every single thing which we do, right, no matter what our age is, we have to look out for something called as an outcome. There has to be a result oriented concept. So the outcome for this program is, it would be helping us to skill for education adoption, skill for education administration management, skills from education leadership, career planning, and education QMS and aggregation. So the program highlights, just to be a little brief, the name of the program is Post Graduation Diploma in Education Management. We are starting on we were actually planning to start from 2nd of April, but yes, never too late. We would be starting it soon. Course duration is almost 6 months, and it might get extended for 1 year depending on your assignments and the submissions. The number of credit is 36. Eligibility is, one can be UG, PG. Of course, you all have been now registered for this particular course, so we can just skip this slide, of course. So principals, vice principals, teacher in charge. So this particular course is for almost everybody related to education. Age is no barrier. We believe that upskilling yourself, you can upgrade yourself at any given point of time. A medium of instruction would be English. Of course, we have couple of fun factors which happen a little in Hindi, nothing more, maybe a minute or two, but 100% English would be used during instruction. It would be moreover online submissions and presentations if the course is demanding. Okay, a couple of benefits to look at after successful completion. You'd be having 6 professional training programs candidates, which you'll be getting post graduation diploma certificate and mark sheet, additional 6 PG professional certification, ample amount of study material, right? One-to-one mentorship, and I'll just skip this. A career opportunity, what is in it for us? Everybody has this question. So a CEO, registrar, principal, administrator, counselor, now you just name it, whoever you're finding it on the screen, and if you're one of them, yes, that is how the career opportunities work. With affiliation, so we're just talking about the affiliated universities. Yes, we are connected and affiliated to the prestigious universities across India, and across, I mean, even in outside India. This one diploma plus 6 professional certification, what else is that? It's a beautiful package to go with, right? And yes, when I say package, it is a skill development package. One can just pick up a certification and could see a remarkable change happening with an individual. So the first certification is post graduation certification program. It's a curriculum design and development. It has a 6 credit, moreover focusing on principles and procedures of curriculum development, which is very, very essential if you are in academics. Curriculum instructions and evaluation. Without evaluation, yes, you just cannot understand what is on and what is off, where the student is standing, where was standing. So you have to understand the level up, right? Curriculum and COPO mapping. Transactional process for teaching and learning methodology, awareness and social responsibility. So that would be certification number 1. The number 2 talks about distance and online education, which has picked up in last 2 years, right? Most of us have already adopted that, and we are not just adopting, but we are mastering it, right? So designing and developing online education system, teaching and learning principles, effective of the effect of technology, because when it comes to distance education, the only thing which we have is technology, and we have to know it so that we can use it effectively. Designing and developing learning objectives, and maybe creating couple of activities, assessments, assignments for them. The third certification talks about aggregation and quality assessment. So quality management system, internal auditing, benchmarking quality standards, process of IQAC, team building setups, statutory guidelines. Probably this would be a very theoretical thing, but once you go through this certification one by one, you would understand, there are some remarkable changes happening to you as an individual, because you would be understanding and learning almost everything related to education. There would be fourth certification would be training management and competency assessment. So now here this more about competency based training methods, designing and developing training modules, professional way of competency assessment. It's not like, you are in education, so you get into education. There might be chances that, you might also need to go ahead and pick up some corporate trainings, or maybe do some training program for people who are coming from corporate, and then giving them the certification. Could be anything. Monitoring training goals, it's not like, blindly picking up, okay, I'll take soft skill training for 2 weeks. No, there has to be a goal, there have to be an effective model, whatever you're taking up. The fifth certification talks about administration and statutory compliances. um, Ladies and gentlemen, believe me, most of the businesses, most of the education institutes collapse because the administration is not strong. It is like an heart of, like the way heart keeps on pumping and the body is alive, administration has to be like that. It is like always pumping. It has to work extremely good behind the curtains, right? So effective administration skills of universe for universities, legal and statutory environment, various statutory boards which we might miss on, and developing business plans. So of course, diversifying the product and expanding the business is always a business goal. Similar goes with the education industry also. Academic leadership and career planning. So academic leadership, turning vision into reality. So vision is what we see, and mission is how you go and approach that particular vision. It has to be very crystal clear, and not just for the owners or the board of director. It has to be crystal clear till the first level management. Quality of effective leaders, academic career planning, process to become an entrepreneur. All this one has to learn in this, will be learning in this particular certification program. So yeah, that's it from me. And if you have any questions, you can just ask me. So of course, you have already done with the admission process, and I would be really glad and happy to see you in one of the sessions soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It's a great presentation. If anyone have any doubt, they can just raise their hand or type in a chat box. We'll reply it immediately. Then we have Dr. Radhavas, ma'am. Dr. Radhavas, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, surely, sir. So just 1 second. I'm sharing my PPT.
Sure, no problem. Always.
First of all, good evening to all of you. So is it visible?
Yeah, it's getting, but quite
Okay.
yeah, just wait. We'll wait. We'll wait. It's processing. Yeah, it's there.
Okay. So first of all, welcome all. It is a great kind of pleasure and opportunity to be here. I'm Dr. Radhavyas, and right now I'm going to talk about postgraduate diploma in research methodology. I hope that the participants might be, many of you are academician. So you understand the importance of research in our academic life. And that's how it becomes very important, I think, to learn about research methodology course. So here, as sir already explained about the organization, Bestow Edutrek, so I'm not going to talk about that, but about the program. So here you can see why this specific PG diploma in RM program is designed, so that there are certain skills, when we write any publication, might be some paper in a good journal, good publication, or some book writing or proposal, or when you do your thesis, even PhD kind of, or MPhil. So many times these skills we find lacking, even though after doing your PG courses, even do after doing your some other certification courses. But here we will get both the kind of platform, some practical understanding. Even we'll try our best to make you learn about some softwares nowadays very much in demand. So it will enhance your research skills, your kind of analytical skills, and your writing skills also, because these are required. Many times when I review some papers, research papers, I find that the conciseness is lacking. The kind of the connection between the objectives, between the methodology part, between the tools and techniques used is already is many times missing. So here the goal we can say is regarding to if you see many organizations, they are also offering such kind of program, but then you won't find such kind of interaction. It is lacking, it is missing kind of. So here our objectives are, you can see, we try to understand some methods of research, how to collect some data collection part, analysis, report writing. Even with that, we will focus about the art of interaction, art of writing research, as I already told you. And then even we try to make you learn some IPR, because many times this element is also lacking, how to file patent. So after having good publication, nowadays, this UGC, they are also demanding. So you can apply for that and it will enhance your API, CS, CAS scores also. Now, what are the outcomes of this program? So as I told, research skill is different thing, analytical skills, because many times it happens you are a good writer but you are not aware about some tools and techniques, some softwares of interpreting, of doing the analysis, because nowadays our software, M plus softwares, many softwares are easily available, but because of lack of the knowledge we fail to use that. So that also we have inculcated into the program. Writing skill, we give you some assignments, some presentations, thereby you can learn how to write good quality research paper, and even professional skills, because it is also nowadays very much in need if you want to progress in your professional life, in your career. So these skills are very much in demand. So this, we can say, the program is a complete package where you can get your grip about all the skills, and at least you can improve amongst all these skills. So as like the about the program already, even Sujata ma'am also told, some parts are kind of common here also, like minimum time period 6 months to 1 year, and even fees already you are aware because you took admission. And here also we will have kind of 6 different certification program. That is the main duty here at Bestow Edutrix. Because if you do such kind of PGDRM courses from some other institute, they won't allow you to give such kind of freedom. You won't get extra certificates. But here, 6 certificates plus your PGDRM degree. So definitely it will give you your enhanced kind of value in your career also. So what are the benefits? So after you complete this course, definitely you will be able to get such kind of 6 certificate as I told. Even some materials will provide you. If possible, kind of your access to some softwares also we will try to give you. So meanwhile, whenever you're doing this program 6 months to 1 year, even you can use those softwares with minimum cost or might be free if it is possible. And then you can develop your writing ability, writing quality. Mentor would be given to you, because research methodology, it's not a kind of program that overnight you can learn, or it's not a one day kind of journey. Step by step, research itself is the steps, process. So you need to learn each steps of this process. So we will help you in that, and we will definitely make you able to have a good publication at the end of the program. And that is the main beauty of these courses. So here again, we also provide affiliation with different universities. You can also suggest if you have some kind of association, if you are interested. And definitely it is helpful nowadays to any person, because without research, there is no era. You cannot compete with the persons in whatever field you are working. Might be some professional, corporate, or might be academician, or even as a kind of researcher, just beginner. So this program definitely will give you added advantage, and you will get the clarity about all the elements of research process, research methodology. So here, the first certification is about basics and advanced in research, because it is very much required to understand, first of all, what do we mean by research? What are the steps of research? What are kind of applied research and pure research? We will even make you learn about some identification, because whenever you want to write any paper, very common problem, what to write? I don't get the topic to write. I don't get any title to write about to start my writing. So that's also will make you aware, will make you learn about that. So you get that skill, how to identify the problem, pick up the problem, and how to develop your writing. So the whole structure framework about your research paper, and some recent advancement in research, because nowadays, as we all are aware, UGC care listed journals, very much needed for your promotion, and even some good kind of publications, Scopus Index, ABDC listed journals. So that will make you writing about those kind of journals. Second certification program, it is about research design and scientific techniques. So when even suppose you get the title of your research, but if you are not aware about the research design kind of part. Research design basically talks about your blueprint, map. Whenever we want to, have any journey, so we normally look into the map from where to start, where to go. So research design will give you that idea. And many times, even many writers, many scholars, they find confusion in finding out right kind of research design. So here, how to review paper, how to review literature, how to do literature review, heart of the research, any research. That also will make you learn how to write some exploratory paper, because there are qualitative paper, quantitative paper, and there are different softwares available nowadays in market for qualitative research and for quantitative. So we here try to make you be able to write in both kind of papers. You will be able at least to write some qualitative papers like content analysis, thematic analysis, and nowadays word kind of analytics. So that also we have already inculcated into this program. After that, the third certification program, it is about data collection and statistical analysis. Again, might be you are a good writer, but if you are not aware about the latest kind of softwares, latest kind of tools and techniques, then again, many times you lag behind regarding your publication in the good journals, because they always expect differentiation. They never welcome such kind of routine papers or very repetitive papers, repetitive in nature. So here we will make you learn about how to design questionnaire, how to put your questions which are up to the mark as per your objectives and which give you proper conclusion. And then, as I mentioned already, qualitative and quantitative research. What are the sampling tools in qualitative? Because both the segment is totally different. Might be you can be good researcher in qualitative paper, but sometimes you lack some tools, knowledge, or some kind of skills about quantitative paper. But here we try to keep it in a blending mode, so you will be able to use mixed methods also. And many journals, good journals nowadays, they are demanding mixed methods approach. So if you learn how to write qualitative, how to use qualitative techniques and quantitative techniques, definitely will be master in this particular segment. And then data analysis, as I told, there are different softwares nowadays available. So we'll make you learn from the very beginning kind of descriptive, univariate, multivariate analysis, and we can say the factor analysis, which are not, again nowadays very much in demand, hot favorite topic of all the researchers. We will learn about all this EFA, CFA, right? Conjoint analysis. And then the fourth certification program, it is about research writing and publication. See, I'm in this field around since 20 years, and I found many researchers. They even know the techniques, how to run software, but they don't know how to interpret, how to make writing in a good way, in a acceptable language. So writing is also skill in a research. So here we will make you learn about scientific writing and paper writing, how your paper should be. If it is qualitative, what should be your style of starting your paper, like abstract, how to write your introduction, how to mention your RM part. So each and every aspect will be explained in detail in this program. And even we will make you learn about some H factor, I factor, which are very important nowadays to know. Because if you don't know even your visibility, even your acceptance of your paper, then it is meaningless. Might be I'm a good researcher, but if nobody knows me, I don't have high kind of I factor, H factor, then it has no meaning to survive in this competitive market. Even will make you learn how to write like your chapters in the book, because that is again different art. If you are writing some project, research project you are preparing, then the demand is different, requirements are different. If you are writing some paper, article paper, research paper, then again the requirements are different. But if I'm writing chapters in edited book, then again the style is different. So that will make you learn some ethical issues, plagiarism. Today again very much kind of in demand, because UGC made it very compulsory. So legally strict actions can be taken if you don't follow these norms. So we'll make you learn how to identify plagiarism, how to remove that, what kind of programs you can use for doing this. Then next year certification is about research grants, proposals, copyrights, trademark, and patent. As I told, because of the competition, nowadays it is also important in whatever field you are, might be management, might be some science field, some arts field. Still, you can get some kind of copyright, patent, you can file about that. So there are certain proposals available for you. Even many after this, Corona, new normal, even different governments, they are also welcoming grant, kind of Australian government, Canadian government, they are providing, they are opening platform for good researcher. So we can get such kind of grant also, if you are aware about the system. And for that, there is a different requirement, how to write your research proposal. So here in this program, we will make you learn about that segment also, that how you can file your patent, how you can apply for some project, minor project, major research project from UGC, from AICT, from other kind of agencies. And finally, about your career planning and entrepreneurship and research. As I started in the beginning, like it's a skill. Writing a paper is art as well as skill. And you need to learn various aspects. So with that, you can go ahead with your proper career planning. You can be the asset for a good kind of institute if you already have good publication. Believe me, institutes will find you. They will search for you because you are a good writer, because you are a good researcher, you have good number of publications. So might be your demand could be in kind of IIM agencies. So here, for academic, for research, as well as how to develop your leadership qualities, and even after having the skills, various skills, managerial skills, research skills, analytical skills, you can become entrepreneur. You can start your own consultancy also, and you can give advice, guidance to some other academician or other kind of people, other segment also. So that's it from my side. Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And definitely, I will be taking some lectures of this program also.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a great presentation, point to point, and you cover entire thing. It's just to another, we'll give 1 or 2 minutes to our participant. If they have any question, they can ask right away so that we can start or can switch to the next one. Participant, do you have any questions? Students, you are having questions? They can raise or they can type in the chat box. Fine. I think no question is they will clear. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Then we have Dr. Rinkesh Chheda sir with us. Rinkesh ji, good evening. Good evening, Dr. Rinkesh.
Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Am I audible, visible?
Visible, but still I think there's some connection. You can just switch off.
Network. So now it's fine?
Just switch off the camera. You can save some bandwidth.
Yeah. Now it's visible. Now it's audible, sir?
Yeah, it's audible. It's very clear.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, sir, for inviting me on this platform.
Just for a moment. Hope the screen is visible.
Yes, sir. I hope all the participants are able to see this particular screen.
Yeah. Over to you, sir.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much. A very good evening to one and all present on this particular platform. Now, as you see this particular course, which is talking about with regards to soft skills, we talk about with regards to how corporate communication plays a very important role. So the whole platform of taking up this particular course is having a 6 levels of credit. So obviously, so much I've told you about the aspects of what are the credit courses that this particular course have been designed for. Very important factor to understand that um, we all could be a stalwart. We all have levels of skills with us. We all have the levels of capabilities with us. We all have the levels of a lot of insights within us. But what matters is we're not able to deliver the way that we're supposed to deliver across to people. So when I talk about you can become your own salesman. You can actually try to become your own salesman. But if you want to become your own level of salesman, you need to know how to promote yourself. What all things, what are the ways in which you can try promoting yourselves, how you should take yourself in a different way. People will look up to you. They will look into every possible aspect, giving a simple insights that even if you're standing in front of your audience, they will within seconds they will come to know right from what you have worn from top to bottom. So the way that you yourself present yourselves in terms of and facilitator or a trainer, the way that you try to communicate your body language, the way that you handle the situations, the way that you have been presenting yourselves in a very professional front is very important. So this particular course will talk about We are not talking about over here that, how to talk mannerism. We're not talking about those things. Those things everyone would have insights to it. But a small insights with regards to how to shape those things. What are the ways in terms of communicating, how to handle a particular groups, how to take up a levels of interviews, how do you get connected to a lot of social gatherings and you putting yourselves in terms of a lot of social media platform. Simple insights. There is a way to project yourselves on a LinkedIn profile. There's a way to project yourselves on YouTube video. There's a way of projecting yourselves coming in the classroom way of teaching, learning. There is a way with whom you are dealing across. What are the attire that you're supposed to wear in? What kind of conversation is supposed to deal across with it? So the whole insights will be bifurcating across in these specific levels of parameters, right from communications to body language, right from getting into levels of professional environment, getting into levels of interculture and intraculture relationships, how to deal across with an international way of a student if somebody is coming across in front of you. A very strong way of getting into yourselves in terms of communications towards taking interviews or delivering levels of interviews. A strong levels of group discussions and social gatherings is what the course will give you the whole insights to it. So can I have a next slide, please? Okay. Again, when I talk about an interpersonal skills and team building, very much needed. Trust me. What matters is people will work for you, and if you want people to work for you, you really need to build up a strong levels of interpersonal skills. Very very important on the aspects of interpersonal skills. Very much important on the levels of networking. Very much understanding on the EI perspective of the person to whom you connected. There would be differences, there would be conflicts, but you need to know how to tackle it smoothly, how to tackle it effectively. How could you handle a proper problem solving techniques? What are the ways, what are the mechanisms of doing a problem solving? And how do you build up a strong team building with a strong levels of activities? Honestly speaking, pandemic has really changed the whole scenario of teaching learning. Kids over here, they want a like-minded people standing opposite to them, and they really want that what fun element you can try bringing it up in the classroom. And how do you bring up this fun kind of an element which actually helps the kid to enjoy learning? It's not a rot learning anymore, but it's all about the levels of how do you enjoy yourself in terms of teaching, and how does the kid would enjoy learning with enjoying the game or with enjoying any specific kind of an activity. So it's more about a practical way of delivering is what is the current trend and current scenarios people are expecting. So next slide, please. Okay. The third level of certification is creativity, critical thinking, and group dynamics. Again, a sixth credit to it. If I talk about creativity, we all are stalwarts. There's no two way about it. We all are exceptionally well in terms of being creative, in terms of being innovative, in terms of doing something different, and a strong levels of idea generation. See, there's always a harsh reality fact that there is a gap between the audience to whom you're teaching and to your age. Okay, millennials are there, Gen Zs are there, and they really want to be catered in that way because they want to know what is the outcome with regards to this particular course that we're doing it. And we also have to be prepared in that way, that why are we delivering that particular kind of a course? What new way of teaching learning, what new way of innovative aspects is what we're trying to teach them, is what will help them to bring them in the class. Again, how do you have a strong dynamic teams, cross-functional levels of teams? So again, you need to have people with a strong levels of interpersonal, with a strong dynamism. And it's nothing wrong if you learn something from your juniors. Take it in a very positive way. Everyone has got attitudes, egos, self-respects, agreed. And there's nothing wrong if a junior is teaching you and you can take that particular idea and you can mold that idea in your way, considering your experiences and taking that ideas in a bigger way over what idea you have got it from your juniors. A lot of tools and techniques of problem solving which is there. Again, when I talk about tools and techniques of problem solving, so Kapnor and another philosopher has spoken something with regards to problem solving techniques. So how these techniques are to be used in, what are the ways in terms of using this particular problem. Another example, when I talk about problem solving, you've got Six Sigma, or we talk about something with regards to fishbone diagram or a cause effect diagram. So again, these are small ways in which one can try solving a particular problem, and how does it is helping to overcome those kinds of errors and challenges over a period of time. Design thinking and AI on a strong levels of PR, personality development, PD. Definitely, that's the need of an hour. A lot of AI has come up, a lot of technology upgradations have come in. Even if you are not well versed with technology, you have to mold yourself, because that's the new generation, that's the new environment, that's the new society. What we want that particular environment, and environment want us to mold ourselves in a different way. So again, a certificate course on these parameters will shape you. I'm not saying it will help you to learn, it will shape you to be the best in what you're doing. Can I get the next slide, please, sir? Okay, another certificate levels of course with time management, presentation skills, and decision making skills. Definitely, it's the need of an hour when I say time management. You know, we as Indians, we always come up with our own Indian standard time. But when it comes to professionalism, you really have to be on time, and you cannot delay and drag any specific angles to it. So again, a strong levels of time management with an effective decision making and problem solving techniques. How do you manage time? What are the basic efforts in terms of managing time? And how the whole concept of time energy could be managed so that you become productive and the opposite party to whom you're dealing across can also be productive. A simple insights. Okay, 24 hours. If I just give an example over here, over here with regards to how did you spend your day yesterday of 24 hours? And I'm sure about it that 24 hours that you've spent it yesterday, if I ask you to sit with me to calculate the levels of productive hours, I'm sure people would go into one digit numbers on being productive. They will definitely not be productive. They must have spent most of the time with other parameters, with leisure lives. But at one point of time, you need to understand that productive is again one of the most important thing, because time is not going to come back. It flies, and it isn't going to come back. So again, a strong levels of managing skills, prioritizing your things, getting clear about your goals, objectives, what you want to do, and how are you going to go in order to achieve those kinds of um, goals, visions, missions, and objectives. Again, strong levels of feedbacks and presentations. See, you need to understand that I'm not saying that, make your presentations so glorified, put into a lot of images, put into a lot of music, putting into a lot of artifacts to it, put into a lot of more creative angle to it. No, even a small basic design of the presentation, but the content which you deliver, if it is best, your presentations changes completely. So I'm saying it is not the look of the presentation, it is the way that how do you put in your presentation with a strong levels of content delivery. Self appraisals very much needed. I always believe in one thing: whatever you put in, you need to be rewarded for it. Now, whether it becomes a monetary rewards or whether it becomes a non-monetary rewards, you need to get a strong levels of appraisals to it. Uh, Attitudes varies, okay, but there's nothing wrong in terms of always thinking something good rather than thinking something negative. Or aisa ho gaya. Why not you think on the other side that this happened, it happened for something good, something creative, maybe something better would come across on your way. So again, a certification program on a levels of time management, presentation skills, and decision making skills, which everyone has it, just to shape, just to rebuild, just to remodify, and just try to get into more energetic aspects towards these specific kind of courses. So next slide, please. Okay. Another certification courses on self-motivations and stress management. Yes. See, somewhere in the line, we need to understand that even we need motivations in life. Even we need to introspect our SWOT. I was just trying to alter this SWOT, and I'll try to put the last letter from T. I'll put the last letter to change it to C. I said strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges. Okay, everyone faces challenges. It is how do you try to overcome those challenges with your strong levels of strength, with reducing your levels of weaknesses, and try to create an opportunity than finding an opportunity. So again, a course which will try to introspect yourselves, which we don't get time to introspect our own selves. So a self-management skills and your SWOT analysis as one of the parameter in this particular course. Techniques on a lot of self-motivations and yoga, very much in trendy. On the aspects of yoga, meditation, get keeping, just detox yourselves. Then you'll find a lot of people around you, but this is one of the good medicine or good booster for you to push yourselves in a better way. And it is really creating a good sense of understanding and belonging to introspect yourselves and be the best in what you try doing it. Work-life balance, best example is the pandemic. Okay, and I always have this thing that you always talk about women's talking about with regards to work-life balance, but somewhere in the line, I would say a work-life balance is also applicable for men. Okay, it's not that only the work-life balance applicable for women's, for females. Even a guy is as equally important when it comes down to a work-life balance. And this could be a classy example of this 2 years of pandemic, managing the house, sitting for the lectures, delivering across sessions, kept completing the corporate world activities and work. And that's how he's also work-life balance oriented kind of a person as a male is also has done this work-life balance. So again, a strong work-life balance and a stress management. So when I talk about stress management, I say it is there in our mind when it comes to the word called as stress. Okay, if we complete the work, complete the duties, complete the activities, automatically you'll be able to manage the work in a most fruitful way. So there's nothing called as there's nothing specific terminology or a specific reason for a stress management, but it comes in over a period of time, which you need to understand and take yourself into that particular program to deliver about a good stress management techniques and try to rejuvenate and revitalize yourself. Um, a self-regulated learning and consolidations, yes. It is only you and only you who can push yourselves. A lot of people will try telling you can do this, you can do that, but push yourselves in terms of getting yourself to learn out of the box, getting yourself to say that you there are possibilities, there are chances to that you might become a failure in the roles that you're playing in. There's nothing wrong in taking up a failureship. I would say it's just one way of part and parcel of life, and you need to go ahead in terms of whatever you have learned. And if you fall down, get up and start walking. So again, this particular program is designed on those lines. So the next slide, please. Okay, we have strong on career planning and leaderships, goal setting, and the negotiation levels of skills. Um, at a certain age, people say, "Arey, I have become that way. I've become an old guy, so now I don't need to get in the levels of taking my career to the next level." But there's nothing called as your age criteria comes in picture. Okay, a strong levels of career planning. What next? What next? What next is what you need to understand. A strong level of leadership styles, and everyone have a different styles of leadership. It's not that I have this style, you have that style, and I will always follow this style. No, we always keep on altering and amending our leadership styles. So our styles of leadership changes. So you have to introspect your leadership styles, and you have to keep on molding those styles of leaderships according to the situation based. A lot of strong aspects of negotiation skills are there, um, which we will connect to the corporate world. We connect to a lot of vendors. So negotiation aspects and negotiation skills is also important. Professional training programs, this will give you a boost towards your profile. This will give you a boost towards doing something different, doing something extraordinary over the normal ordinary kind of a work. So a lot of professional training programs, how to design it, how to develop that particular training programs, and taking yourself as a strong levels of trainer to it. Values, ethics, or very much empathy in corporate environment. A basic insights on ethics, on basic insights on values, on basic aspects on moral rights and duty. So again, the aspects of a corporate environments with professional way and professional funds. Target planning, career planning, yes. You cannot have an over exaggerated levels of targets. You have to be realistic, plan your targets that after 5 years, what, after 3 years, what, after 7 years, what, and go with the strong levels of planning of your career. I'm telling you, I have a couple of my colleagues who are at the age of 55, 58, and they've got themselves registered for PhD. And I think, wow, it's a fantastic role what you guys are doing it at 55, 58. And it's a never say die kind of an attitude. So that's how we need to go in the levels of career planning and grow ourselves. Some of the line we lost our track in administration kind of a work, but it is very, very important that we get ourselves energy boosters to grow in our own career plans. So this course would help you to get to rejuvenate and connect your growth towards your career. So the next slide, please. Okay, so these are the credentials that's there from where you can try connecting to, and it's um, definitely a good courses to connect yourself, build yourselves, rejuvenate yourselves, get time for yourselves, and upgrade yourself. So sometimes I feel being selfish is good, and there's nothing wrong in terms of not being selfish. It's absolutely good, and you need to grow yourselves. If you don't think about yourselves, nobody's going to think for you. So think wisely, take a right decision, take a right step to it, and rebuild yourselves. It's never too late. So with this, we end up the presentations, and I'm opening for the call of discussions for the question and answer round.
Thank you very much. Now we have completed all three programs, the introduction of all the three programs. A small break of half a minute. Anyone have any question? Otherwise, we will start it. The next one. We have international participants. We have Mr. John, Mr. Bakara, Mr. Asadullah from Kuwait. There are two persons from Australia. Might be will join late. Any question? No question. It's clear. Wow. Thank you. Over to Radhika Madam. Welcome, Radhika Madam. Welcome for the session, and over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. And a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm sure that, 1 hour you've already got enough content, and we have international participants from India, but across the globe. And I think you all would want to see each other, at least just for those 2-3 minutes, that who are going to be my batchmates for this particular program. So can I request all of you to just maybe, turn on your cameras for just 2 minutes, and it'll be nice if you see each other. You're going to be batchmates after all. For the next 6 months, you're going to be together in this journey. Thank you. Thank you. Some of you are kind enough. Thank you so much. That's great. That's great. It's really nice to see these nice faces, and I'm sure that you've got enough content so far, a lot of heavy content for some of you, I'm sure, because there was so much that was discussed and so much that you're going to be learning in those next 6 months. So I think that, I'll keep it light, and I'm not going to give you so much of heavy content. And before we wrap up, why not do an energizer session? Because I'm sure the energies must have been little drained out by the end of the day. At least people in India, we are in the end of the day. So why not energize ourselves? So you all must be carrying a pen and a paper with you. I assume that you are. So why don't you take out that pen and paper? And anybody who writes with their left hand? Nobody's a lefty? Awesome, great. That makes my job even more easier. So now I want all of you to write with your left hand your full name. That's the first line. And the second line is, I am excited about this program. 2 lines. The first line will have your full name, and the second line is going to, with your left hand, no cheating. I am excited about this program. So let's see what a great job all of you are going to be doing. All right, I see some of you figuring out how to write. Left hand, no cheating. Too many words you have to write, but never mind. Mr. Bakara, you're done? No? Oh, yes. You're not even attempting?
I have tried but failed.
Oh, you tried but failed. Come on, I'm sure you can do that. Something you'll manage. Just maybe just write your first name. That's it.
Yeah, the name I can, but those words.
And just write your name. Come on.
I wrote it. I wrote it,
Wrote it,
Radhika.
sir. Oh, great, sir. So can you show it on your screen if that's possible? Sir, can you bring it a little closer? Awesome, awesome. That's wonderful, sir. Dr. Rani, can you bring it closer? Amazing, ma'am. Very nicely written. Huh? Great handwritings you people have. Atul, sir, great, wonderful.
How's this looking?
Sir, perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
I think that deserves Srijani ma'am has also written amazing. John, sir, you're done? Yes, sir.
Good, very good.
Very nice. Very nice, Mangesh, sir. Very nice. John, sir, you need to bring it closer. Closer to the screen, to the camera. Wow, wow. Well done. Sanjeev, sir, did you manage? Very nice. Oh, Sanjeev, sir, you've written your name in capital letters. Very nice. Huh? That would have been very easy. Nice. Mr. Vakara, what about you? You managed something?
Yeah, I have done.
Yeah, you did it? Amazing. See, you shouldn't have said that, I'm not even trying. I'm going to fail. Nothing. Nobody's going to fail. Okay, Sushma ma'am, you're also showing something. Great, great, great. So I think we should clap for each other. So why not give each other a clap? Awesome. Awesome. Very good. So we did something which obviously, required us to write with our left hand. Do you think that you'd face any challenge in doing that? No, it was easy.
No. Of course, a challenge.
What was the challenge, sir?
See, first in the current technology, we are using only not writing is very remote chance nowadays. Everything through this only. Even the writing also in the right hand also is a very remote chance. Left hand is very carefully right there and very slow compared to right hand. And the words are not in a quotient, words are not in a zigzag, it goes in a zigzag way. And you must have some patience to write if you have an interest on that.
So, sir, you've given us wonderful words, saying patience. That's a great word that you've said. And I love the thought that you have that writing itself has become so remote because we are all the time with technology, with gadgets, that we all have forgotten how to write. And that too, writing with the left hand, of course, is challenging. Anybody else who faced a challenge or you thought that, oh, it was just a piece of cake and we managed it?
If you say like this, it's false.
No, definitely, it was not a piece of. It was not a cakewalk. It was a tightrope walk.
Tightrope walk, exactly.
Amazing. All right, tightrope walk. Okay, yes, ma'am. Dr.
But
Rani?
I enjoyed writing with the left hand. I really felt so happy. So I can write, and the moment we use sometimes left hand, the right brain will be rejuvenates. That's what
It gives us that sense of pride that, my God, we can do something so challenging also, and it's fun as well. Yes, Mr. John, what about you? Was it challenging or was it?
Yes, a bit. It was a challenge.
It was challenging, yeah? But did you enjoy it?
Yeah,
Did you like doing that?
Yes, I enjoyed it.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Vakara, what about you?
Yeah, for sure. I like it because it is the first time I met such a kind of question. For sure, I like it.
And I liked it because you did not give up. You managed it and you managed it pretty well. Great, awesome. So that is exactly what, our journey of life is all about. And since, you're starting a 6-month journey of this educational program, there would be challenges. Like I said, is it a cakewalk? So Mangesh sir said, no, it's a tightrope walk. You will come across challenges like that. Some of you may not even be from a research background. And if you're going to do a course on research, it is going to be challenging. It's going to be fun. Like Dr. Rani said that, she enjoyed it. It is going to be fun, but at the same time, there would be some ways where you will have to put in that extra effort. And like Dr. Raman said, patience is going to be required in that. So this is exactly what I think our everyday routine of life is all about. That when we're trying to change a habit or when we're trying to do something different, it requires additional efforts. It's not that, we cannot do it. So Mr. Vakara, this is for you. It's not that we cannot do it. If we try to do it, we will be able to do it. So extra efforts, of course, will be required from each one of you, because you will be putting in those 2 hours, extra hours of work, other than your normal work that you all are doing, because you've, it's like, it's a choice that you've made to enroll for this program. But you need to also understand that you have enrolled for such a wonderful program, but you need to understand the purpose of that. So for that, you need to figure out the 5 W's. Why have you enrolled for this program? And I think this presentation of all the modules that each resource person has taken you through has given you enough answers of that why. That why have you enrolled yourself in this program? What are you going to gain from it? They have explained it very well and at length that what are you going to gain from it? Where are you going to actually utilize these expertise of yours, which you are going to be gaining in the next 6 months? How are you going to utilize it? What are you going to do about it? And that answers the what and the how. And the last one is that when are you going to start? So you should not be waiting that after 6 months gets completed, then I'm going to start writing a research paper, or after 6 months, then I'm going to start implementing my time management skills or my stress management skills. You need to do it simultaneously as and when the sessions are progressing, as and when the resource people are going to be delivering those sessions. Start implementing them in your day-to-day life, and then you will be able to implement them in your work life as well. So I'm going to, before I hand over the platform to Dr. Kumar Dutt, I'll just quickly give you a short story talking about life choices. And you have made a choice yourself to come forward and enroll yourself in the program. So we all have taken a flight journey. We all have sat, I'm sure we all have sat in a plane. So when we sit down in a plane, the departure and the final arrival, that the takeoff and the arrival is not in our hands. Of course, we know that the pilot is in charge and the pilot is there for the takeoff and for the safe landing, and he or she is going to make us reach our destination on time. But what you do in that flight is your choice. Either you sleep, or you make friends, or you watch some kind of videos on your mobile phone or your iPad, or you keep munching something, or you keep looking around and you keep observing. It's entirely your choice what you're going to be doing in that duration of your flight. Life is like that. What we are born, and obviously we are going to go away from this world. That is not in our hands. These are uncontrollable factors. But what we do in this life is in our control. The choices that we are making, what we are going to be doing in those given years that we have, is completely with us. So make maximum use of it. And like I think Dr. Rinkesh was also saying, that there is no age limit to learn. You can learn at any given point in time, and you can implement that learning anywhere. So it's always good to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And I think that is what all of us are going to be doing together. So whether Dr. Rinkesh takes a session, or Dr. Radha takes a session, Dr. Sujata, me, or anybody else takes a session, I think we all are going to be learning with all of you, because you all are coming with so much of experience and expertise yourself, that it's going to be a learning process wherein I think I, as an individual, will also learn, unlearn, and relearn with all of you. So on that note, I think I would want to give over the platform to Dr. Kumar Dutt, because I do not want to exceed the time limit, because I understand that all of you were given a particular time slot. So, but thank you so much, and a very warm welcome once again to this platform, and happy learning to all of you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. A great learning from your side. So this is all about the very first day of the entire program. We don't want to stretch for 2.5 hours, because learning should be in a very positive and happily atmosphere. That is the main reason. That's why we have curtailed it to 1 hour only. Now the next 1-to-1 session will start from 2nd of May. Just for a moment, let me brief about the entire calendar. Yeah, today is 19th. We had a formal inauguration and induction program where you learn the entire syllabus. Now after that, you will receive 2 emails or 2 assignments in the group. You have to perform on in the 4th and 5th week of April at your end. You'll receive the guidelines and you have to perform these assignments at your level. One-to-one session will start immediately from 5th of May. 5th will be the session on soft skill 7 to 9. 6th on that is Friday on research methodology, and 7 on educational management. Timings are standardized. Even login ID will remain same. And more importantly, syllabus has already been shared with you. Please go through this entire syllabus once again. If you have any doubt, please ping me at my personal window. We'll take care of that. If you require any extra session for any topics, do not hesitate to call me or write to me, because certain time, because there is one technical part in research methodology like data analysis. You require extra session for that. So just ping me on my personal window if you require any extra session for any topics. We'll take care of that. We'll conduct it. After that, means in the month of May, just for a moment. Yeah. Every Thursday, 7 to 9, every Friday, every Saturday, there will be sessions from 7 to 9. So in the month of the timetable for the month of May, I already discussed. Same timetable will go for month of June also, for July also, August also, September also, and October also. There will be a final presentation in the month of October. Maybe by end of the October, we'll conduct the final presentations where you have to submit the entire proposal, what you are going to get it from there as this 6-month program. What we are expecting, the final learning outcome from your side, that you should be able to prepare a business proposal for soft skill, a research complete module, that is research proposal for research methodology, an entrepreneur or educational entrepreneurship for educational management. So in that way, that final proposal, a business proposal, a business model will be the program outcome of this 6 months entire exercise. That is from my side. Once again, formally welcome to Best Tricks International and welcome to this programs. Happy learning, and this time the approach will be somehow very serious in nature. Sessions will be more towards content creation and knowledge building, and less towards what we have seen today. Fun will be there, but the component will be somehow cut down. But yes, knowledge sharing, creating taking to another height, that is our prime importance. We want that our program, that is, you are there as a brand ambassador for our program. It should be full-fledged and it should be to the point it is what has been decided. Thank you very much once again. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now the forum is open for question and answer.
Sir, you told that there will be a business proposal for soft skill. What do you actually mean by that, sir? Can you just elaborate it?
Pardon?
Sir, you said that at the end of the program, at the end of the curriculum, there'll be we have to give a presentation on business proposal for soft skills. What does that mean, sir? Can you just elaborate it?
Yeah, model number 5 and model number 6 will talk about how to prepare a business proposal. What happened? Yes, there are career opportunities are available, but as per the new model, we always think that people should be mentally powerful enough to run their own business, or they can start their own business, or they can provide jobs to others. So if you consider the 3 points, you have to prepare a model, a prototype of what you are thinking, or a model organization where how you are going to run it, how you are going to conduct it, and how you will achieve your aims and objectives within a span of 5 years or a 10-year down the line. That's all about it. Don't worry, you will learn in model number 5 and 6. We are there to help you. If we find that you still could not able to understand it, we'll conduct extra lectures, but ensure that our program outcomes, that is our program outcomes, matches it with our expectations. Yeah. Hope
Sure, sir. Thank you very much.
So can I say something?
Yeah, please.
No doubts, no questions. The more I'm getting associated with Besto, everything is getting cleared.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ma'am was talking about age. I think everybody was talking about age. I feel age is just a number. And like we all know, and we say, learning is a never-ending process. I'll be turning 60 next year. And having done the diploma course in educational management, it's really going to help me now that I am in a university full-time as master trainer soft skills. Yet I have joined the other two programs, research methodology and soft skills, purely to learn something new and more. I've also got into the PhD program in the same university where I'm working. So thank you so much, Dr. Kumar Dutt, for starting these programs. I'm sure I'm gonna benefit a lot from all this. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much for being with us, sir. Welcome to both the programs. Just now, somebody has pinged me one question that these programs are UGC recognized, or what about the statutory bodies and their recognition, affiliation, etc. First thing, that's yes, we have applied to UGC and AICT to get the recognition. Maybe by end of the month, or maybe by end of June, we'll get the recognition. That is clear. Secondly, regarding the diploma, the word diploma professional certification is out of purview of UGC. UGC have nothing to do with that. Even if you say the entire story of PGDM approved by AICT, it is as per the verdict of Supreme Court of India, and they are running, they are getting the extension for only 1 year, and every year they are applying for it. So that is also in the question mark, and it is not in the good book of UGC, that we say. All the diplomas can be conferred by respective university, institute, companies, bodies, associations, empowerments, etc., etc. So they are having the rights to confer this diploma and certification program. If you're having a 10 diploma or a 20 diploma, it is not equivalent to degree, and any degree is not equivalent to diploma. So these are the two different components which are there. Secondly, as what this new government has said, that Skill India, and second one is become the entrepreneur, start your own India, startup India, like that. We are thinking about and talking about 4 components what we have submitted to AICT New Delhi this month, and hopefully we'll get the approval from them. First one is the skilling, reskilling, upskilling, and super skilling. For these 4 components we are working. If you are unskilled, we'll make it skilled. If you are skilled, we'll reskill so that you will match what is going on in the world. If you are reskilled, we'll help you to upskill yourself, super skill for yourself. Now we'll give you a beautiful example. Recently, what we have submitted a proposal to one of the university, that making a film. A film has a components, that is pre-production, production, and post-production. In pre-production, we require a script writer, and in post-production, we require a video editor. Can a script writer become a video editor? No. Can a video editor become a cinematographer? No. Can a cinematographer become a sound engineer? No. So what it means, that each and every field in the world required a super specialized people. For example, in research methodology, somebody might be a good writer, but he may be poor or may not be good that much in data analysis. If somebody is good in data analysis, he might be a perfect in publication or filing a IP and intellectual property rights or IPR or trademarks or patents like that. So it's a mixed kind of thing. Our job is that to make you a super skilled person, not upskill, not reskilled. We make you super skilled. Every focus is on providing the best of the best quality and understanding what is required by you and what is written on piece of paper. So this is from my side. I think I have taken a little bit longer time to explain it, but somehow these are the magic words and thought-provoking questions. So that's why it takes some more time to explain. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Anyone have any questions? We are open. First day, clear the question. We have parking vehicles that is never park your questions.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, I just wanted to ask whether we will be getting any PDF or something in return so that we can study deeply in later hours after the lecture also.
Definitely, you will get the entire study material on WhatsApp. Those who are not comfortable in reading through online mode, they will get the hard copy also. We'll send the printout from office so that they can read it.
The hard copy will be on request or you will be sending on the address?
It is on request because few people are comfortable with their laptop or palm top or maybe through Kindle also. But it depends upon. If you require, we'll send. No problem.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Are you sending the recordings of the session also, sir?
Yeah. All the recordings will be shared very next day of the event happening. So you'll get the recording maybe next day.
So you're talking about on WhatsApp or on mail?
If you are comfortable with WhatsApp, we'll share everything on WhatsApp. You are not comfortable on WhatsApp, we'll send you the mail also. Just ping me on WhatsApp that I am not comfortable with WhatsApp. Please send me the email. We'll immediately change the mode of communication from to another one. WhatsApp to email. No problem. Always welcome. Any other?
Because we are in WhatsApp group, so we would be comfortable if you can share there.
Yeah. We'll share on WhatsApp because people in India, if you see the entire social media context in India, people are more active on WhatsApp than Facebook, email. Even email become a fancy idea. That's all. Sometimes a communication media for very official communications.
We'll be using Zoom only, no? Zoom platform for the meeting.
It's a registered Zoom platform.
The same link will be used, or we will be sending fresh links every week?
We are reminding with the fresh link. That's what we say. The link will be same. ID and password will remain same. But people want that, no, we want fresh link because sometimes they change their settings to that, what you call it, disappear message after some time like that. So because of that, we are habitual for sending a link maybe a day prior to that or maybe a couple of hours prior to the event. But the timetable is fixed. Soft skill 7 to 9 Thursday, research methodology Friday 7 to 9, educational management Saturday 7 to 9. It's clear. Link is same. Link will be same. Password ID will be also same. If you have any friends or colleagues who left behind to enroll for this program, they can enroll now also. We are giving another time for another 7 to 8 days. After that, entire thing will be freezed and will not allow anyone to for admission. So we are having a couple of days in our hand. You can recommend me in a very special case. Yes, any question? First day should be energetic. It should be what you call. We are clear to the concept. We know our path. We know our vision and mission. So in that way, we're trying to cover it each and every aspect. You have any question? Otherwise, with the due permission from my seniors and fellow colleagues and resource person, I will end the meeting.
Thank you, sir. It's good.
Shall I end the meeting?
Please.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you on May, in the first week of May, that is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th May, at the same time in the evening. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.